Tonight we're gonna make a quick and easy meat lasagna in our Ninja Combi. Not too many ingredients, not too expensive. It's pretty fast, it's pretty easy. Let's get started. This dish doesn't take too much preparation, but first thing we do need to do is dice up an onion. This is a white onion, and we're going to take about half of it. This is a pretty big one. We're going to take about a quarter of it, and we're going to dice it up pretty fine, and just set it in a bowl and get it ready for the next step. And we are going to need to preheat our Combi pan, so we're going to put this in for about 3 minutes. Put your Combi on sear saute, high 4, H4. Just turn it on. For sear saute, it needs to be slightly cracked open. Go ahead and start that up. Good Lord. To your preheated Combi pan, add a little olive oil to the bottom. Those onions. And 1 pound of your favorite ground beef. And we're going to need to break that up. Remember, the pan is hot. Make sure you use some kind of a pot holder or something so you don't get burned. Let's just start breaking this up a little bit and we'll get it in. H4, 5 to 8 minutes, sear saute. Go ahead and give it a start. Make sure sear saute won't work unless your door is cracked open a little bit. So we're gonna brown up that burger until it's good and brown. Then we'll pull it out. So 5-8 minutes, but it's all gonna depend on your burger, how completely thawed it is, etc., etc. While we're browning up the hamburger, we can get in our cheeses. So if you find yourself a bowl, need 15 ounces of ricotta cheese. This is double that, so I'm only gonna put half of this container in. Pretty good guess right there. So 15 ounces of ricotta. 1.5 cups of shredded mozzarella. 8 ounces. 1 cup of Parmesan, actually half a cup of Parmesan. Try to get the good stuff, y'all. It will make a difference. So this is grated Parmesan cheese. I need 1/2 cup of this. Go ahead and add a whole egg to your cheese mixture. Before we stir that, let's get in some salt and pepper. I'm going to be using the Himalayan pink salt and pepper with a little garlic powder in it. A fair amount. And a little oregano. And about 1 tablespoon of oregano. Now, stir to combine. Make sure to get that egg really combined in there well. That's good. Go ahead and just set that aside for now. And let's finish up the hamburger. Depending on your kind of burger that you're browning, you may or may not need to drain it, so just be prepared to drain the grease if need be. After you've got your hamburger drained, add in 24 ounces of your favorite tomato sauce. This is a 29 one, so a little less than that. Go ahead and give that a good stir. And everything should be good and hot, so you can just let this sit for a minute. Okay, now this next step is a little odd, but this is how we're going to do it, because what we're going to do is we're going to remove the stuff from here while we build the lasagna over here on the baking tray. But then we're going to take it from the baking tray. Once we get this empty, put water in it. We're going to put this in, take it from here, and put that on top so we can steam and crisp. I know what you're thinking. Scott, are you crazy? But that's what we're going to do. And here we go. So just spread a little, break up that burger even smaller, and just spread a little on the bottom. We're not looking for very much on the bottom here, because you know what, when we put it here, you know what's going to happen. It's going to fall through the hole. So just get a little down there so we can get a little caked onto the noodles. Okay, we're going to be using these oven-ready lasagna noodles, oven-ready. And we're only going to use 2, because if you look over here, when we get to this stage, only 2 is going to really fit. So we're going to take 2 of these and just kind of condense this end, the bottom, into the right size. And we're just going to kind of mash that down in there like that. We want to get some of that sauce on there, but we're not too worried about a lot of it. Okay, so I'm going to slide this over, get a better view. Get this one out the way. So now that we got that down, we're going to take a little of the sauce, spread it out. And this is not going to be your traditional shaped lasagna, obviously. Let me just spread that out a little bit. And then we're going to take some of that cheese mixture, remember that? And we're going to goop that up on there and spread that out. And then we're going to continue repeating the process. Now, as we bake this and steam and crisp it, you know, this cheese is going to melt and kind of spread itself out where we want it. So that's looking good there. And then we're going to repeat again. So we're going to grab 2 more noodles, drop them on, press them down a little bit, and do the whole thing over again. This time I'm going to make life a little easy. We're just going to pick the pan up and pour it in. There you go. That's it. That is a thing of beauty. Look at that. Now that's finished, set it off to the side. Grab your Combi pan one more time and head for the sink. We need to wash this out real quick and add about a cup of water to it. Bring your Combi pan with a cup of water in it over. Place the crisping tray, this thing with all the holes in it, in there. Just kind of press down, it'll sort of settle itself where it needs to go. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to pick this up and put it on top of the crisping tray. And I know that sounds impossible, but all we're going to need is a couple spatulas and maybe some help from somebody. And we're just going to pick it up and drop it on. Get right up underneath. Remember, these noodles aren't cooked, so they're pretty stiff, and they should be able to be picked up fairly easily. Just be super careful not to drop it. Up and down, just like that. That was easier than you thought, wasn't it? Okay, there is quite a bit of sauce and cheese left over on the tray. Let's not waste it. That's good. I'm gonna take the entire thing, water, lasagna, and all, to the Combi for steam and crisp. Let's go. We're gonna be using Combi Crisp tonight. So that's a steam function. So anything with steam, you need to have your lever in the up position. Scroll down to Combi Crisp, lower the temperature to 350, and set the time to 15 minutes, which is default. Go ahead. All right, this is going to steam first. So it's going to take a while. This is preheat, these dots. It's going to take a while. It's going to create a whole lot of steam. You're going to get all fogged up in there. And once it steams, it's going to go ahead, turn on, and start doing the cooking function. We'll see you back in about 25 minutes. Fresh from the Ninja Combi, our super easy lasagna. Let's see if we can't get a piece out of here for the taste test. There we go. All right, tasting time. Super hot. Smells good. Here we go. That is perfect. Well, there you go, guys. Quick and easy lasagna. Not too many ingredients. Wasn't very expensive. Took a little bit of prep time here and there, but other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications. Subscribe to the channel. Leave me some comments. Tell me any variations you might have made with a similar recipe. And we'll see you soon on the next video.